Hello, hello. Good morning, y'all. Got a bit of a cold, so I'll be not as vocal as usual. Let's go look at some charts first. I think that's probably the way to do this. It's getting pretty wiki pre-market. I don't know what's going on. There's probably some news or something that's coming out. But I do think this is going to be a bit of a chop day. The reason I say that is because there's no volume. Like $1 billion, 500 mil, 500 mil, 400 mil. Not really a lot going on behind the scenes. 75.50, 510 is the pin. Let's see what we get above that. But the way that this is looking at the very least is like we had a good accumulation Friday or Thursday, whatever this was, and then long weekend hit, obviously. On the 4 hour, I'm looking at the SPY just because like that's really what I play. So this might be a lower high or it might be a higher low, depending on how you look at it. But this does look like it wants to go up. And Micron has earnings on Wednesday, so we'll see if that gives us a little boost here. Either way, I'm going to get some 740 P hedges, 7400 put hedges for Friday, just in case. They're obviously designed to go to zero, but that'll take care of this displacement here that I've been looking at. So I'm optimistically bullish. My only concern is that there's just no volume right now. Whether that's because there's news or coming out, or they might just be accumulating for Micron earnings. I have no clue. But as it stands right now, just not a lot of volume. So size very light. I mean, I say this every day, but no one really listens. Do very light sizing. Like usually I get like 50, 100 contracts. I'm gonna get like 5 at most today. If they work, they work. But I'm gonna get that 7,400 puts and 740 puts on SPY, just in case. The charts look pretty good. It's getting pretty wiki right now pre-market, but this is setting up like higher highs and higher lows on the 15-minute. 4 hour looks like it's gonna go higher. That daily looks pretty good. We had an inside down Thursday, and that's a liquidity grab to either go higher or lower. Don't know where that's gonna go. Weekly doesn't look that good. If I look at the weekly here, like you've now made a lower high, right? So you might actually come back down, and we might get some sort of a weekly pullback. I am sick. I definitely have the cold. But overall, this is looking pretty good for a move up as long as this area holds below 746. I'm going to short everything on SPY, and SPX below 74.95. I'd short this as well. But overall, I'm optimistically bullish until trend changes or we see evidence on the other side. My only concern again is that there's no volume pre-market right now. QQQ. This might just break out towards like 750. I think that's the call wall, looking like it's just making higher highs, higher lows. It might just grind up there. And IWM, I'm actually pretty bullish on IWM. I might just get some leaps on this or September calls or something, even though the interest rate decision might hinder it. But I'm waiting to see if we close above 297.33, and then I'll hammer some leaps or some calls for 310, 340, something like that for end of the year. Because I think we'll get there pretty fast if this market continues going the way it is. Micron has earnings. I was going to get some calls on this for weeklies. They are hella expensive. Like if I go look at the Micron calls for this week, they're like, let's go Friday. Like I don't want to spend, what is this? $7,400 on one call. Like even if I get the 1,200s, they're $5,400. So I might do the leverage ETF instead and get calls on that. And I'm going to hedge them with some calls on the short ETF on Micron for a week out, just in case it doesn't work the way that I want. And the 740 puts for Friday on SPY, they're pretty cheap. They're like $200, $284, whatever. I'm just going to get a couple of them right at open and see what happens. That's going to be my downside hedge. I don't think that's going to do anything, but I like to hedge myself in this environment just right now. US oil, lower highs, lower lows. It seems like it's continuing. That 7-3-10 puts are bagged for sure, unless they come back magically. But they sold them, like they took them for a loss. And the reason I say that is because I saw them here, and they're gone now. So instead of us tracking manually, I just got George to track it, and he's like, "Yeah, it's gone." So I don't see them anymore. That just means they've either closed their position for a loss or they've rolled them out. But I don't see the roll, so I think they're definitely out for sure. For the most part for this week, like we have a couple of hedges, but really it's more calls than puts. 90s, 510s, 485s, 7500. That's not 7600. Weirdly enough for today, I don't think we're going to get there, but it is what it is. Or maybe they're gone. Yeah, they're probably gone at this point in time. So we'll see where this goes, but overall, let's see where that ends up. I think the hedges sold their position and then they started accumulating for the 7750s, weirdly enough, for August. I really like this. They're expensive, but I really like this play in particular. I don't know if I want to chase anything here, especially when you're up to, what is it, 7,500 already? Whereas 2 Fridays ago, you could have got those leaps when they started building a position for like very cheap at 74.40, right? 8,000 Cs for March next year look pretty good to me. And then 800 strike for March. I already have a position on those, but I'm going to wait to add it and make it full size when we get the next pullback. Tesla looks pretty good. You're sitting up an inverse head and shoulder. Whether I want to play this now, I don't know. But now I own Tesla shares. Kind of brought a heart about that, to be honest. I forgot that to close that one contract. Whatever. This is setting my inverse head and shoulder. So it should fly towards 408. Whether that happens today or end of the week, I don't know. Intel looks good. 144, I believe, is a call wall. Or 148 or something like that. So I think they're going to try and fight it when it comes to that 144 area. But flip that, you're likely going to go towards like 155, 160 pretty quickly, maybe end up by the end of this week. It does look pretty good. I might just set up a 150 call position for Friday. ONDS looks pretty good as well. I'm out of all the space names. Like I have a lot of ASTS commons that I'm probably going to just sell and leave about half. But ONDS looks like it's gonna flip. I think they just got a contract as well. But we've been in this range here or this accumulation zone for quite a bit. Got that nice pop up in June and then now came back down. So I do think it's gonna kind of trend towards this area, the 12 area, pretty quickly. I'm gonna get some leaps on this. I'll put in the admin channel, admin summaries when I do. It may be today, it might not be today. I don't know. But that does look good. ASTS, SpaceX. I don't know. I want to short all these at this point in time. This might be an undercut to go higher. That's my only concern. But if it doesn't flip 183.454, then I think we're going to come back down towards probably the middle of this area, which is 145. So let's see where that goes. Marvel, do not touch it just yet. Everyone who bought this for the S&P 500 inclusion probably is going to get out of it. Plus, you have a risk of like a triple top here. So 1, 2, 3. And when I see a pattern like this, you're likely going to come back down, fill this gap before deciding to go somewhere else. So Marvel shorts probably make the most sense, or puts probably make the most sense. Because I'll tell you right now, I have zero interest in buying calls up here. And again, this is one of those wait and see what happens situations. Nothing on this chart is screaming I should get into this right now. If anything, this looks weak as hell. If I look on the 4 hour, you got multiple points of like concern here. You got a triple top situation. I'm just going to draw a line from this to that until we flip that. I have zero interest in calls, and until we flip this gap here, I have zero interest in calls. So this is your range that you're playing in. You want to buy calls here. You want to buy puts here. Then you come back down towards this area before deciding to go higher. So I do like this. I just want to wait. If it flips to 320 for whatever reason, then I'll be interested. Because then at least you can get a short squeeze thesis going. But as it stands right now on the 15 and the 4 hour, it doesn't look that great. Happy Cube, I'm muting you, dude. All right. Went over a bunch of charts by SPX. 7,430 is what I really like. That lines up with a lot of deal exposure upside. George is bullish. Oh, by the way, I hope people like the new design that I put together. Luckily, the market was closed on Friday, so I could just focus on getting this done. And I made it a bit nicer to look at, plus easier to understand and digest. So he's expecting a bullish reversal. I kind of agree with him. I might just hit the 7530s rather, right at open. And let's see if they do anything. If they don't, they don't. So I'll hedge myself with the 740 puts on SPY afterwards anyways. But they're pretty inexpensive. I think I saw these at like $540 like 10 minutes ago. And they're back up to 7, so not ideal. Hopefully they shake out retail in the first 15 minutes and then I can get cheaper calls.
Market manipulation detected.
Yeah. They're getting SanDisk calls, Micron calls, and all sort of stuff. WB. Yeah, this probably looks good. You have a bit of a head and shoulder pattern forming here though. So just be cognizant of that. But if it flips this area, you invalidate, like flip 120, you're invalidating the head and shoulder, and you're probably going to go towards like 132, 140 pretty easily. And it looks like a nice cup and handle as well. Huh, I do like this chart. Nice. And yeah, 740 puts for SPY is what I'm going to get anyways, just as a hedge. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you know, I do. They're so cheap at like $280. I might as well get like a couple of them and see where they end up. We're finally starting to see some call volume build up on the upside. Again, not a lot though. You know, this is what, 2.5 billion total, and they might shake out retail in the early session here before we go higher. So I hope they do. I really hope they shake out retail, and they do have these 7,600 strikes that they loaded for today. They've been scaling into this position for quite some time. It's all upside right now, so I'm gonna buy the dips versus sell the rips. And they do have there's one big print at least, the 7,600 for today, oddly enough. So whether that hits or not, I don't know. But looking like it's gonna go towards that direction at the very least. Hood, oh, core weave gone. All right, well, that is what it is. I think Hood's doing a secondary, if I remember right. So let them come back down a little bit. Like, this is not making higher highs, it's making lower highs and lower lows. See if the 100 area holds, and then see if it wants to go up. On the 4 hour, let's go see. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. This could work. Yeah, nothing against it. This could work. It's flipped out of this ascending trend line. So let's see if it wants to come back down and test it before going back up. You could probably start a position for like 110C weeklies and then add to them just in case it goes without us. But I'm interested in seeing if it comes back down, maybe even retest this trend line before going back up. So I do like it. July 17th, that's like a month out for 120 calls on Hood. Let's see how much there are. Oh, there's no bid and ask here, but you're probably going to be spending $400 easily. Okay, I like it. You're just at the top of the range here, so I want to see this come back down before I get it. And market opens in about 3 minutes. Oddly enough, we've been seeing a lot of Microsoft calls. I don't know why. They're just hitting Microsoft calls. Are they getting to the memory name? No clue. But look at this. Microsoft, Amazon calls, oddly enough. Apple puts. Meta, Microsoft. I don't know why they're buying Microsoft calls. They must be doing something. I just don't know why. Peng, what the hell is Peng? I've never seen this. Penguin Solutions. Is this the fucking Peggy Penguin guys? If so, short that shit. Yeah, give us that nuke. Shake out retail right at the first 15 minutes. Come on. I don't know why they're buying Microsoft. I just don't understand that stock anymore. Okay, at least it made the 7530s cheaper. Oh, no, it didn't. What? They're still the same price. I thought it would have been cheaper by now. I don't want to spend $680 on that contract. Maybe. There's got to be some Microsoft news coming out soon. It'd be hilarious if they're getting to the memory and storage industry, because that'll be fun. This is looking pretty cuppy. The size very light today, y'all. I just don't see the volume for me to be confident in any play right now. There's got to be news coming out. I don't know why they're hitting Microsoft calls for July and August. It just makes no sense to me. $400C weeklies. What? That's fucked up. There's no way Microsoft getting to 400 this week. No way. Wait a second. Actually, I might. Yeah, if this area holds it, actually, maybe I can see it going to 400.
Yeah, but we don't know. We're fixing it.
All right, Eddie's getting muted. Oh, dude, I knew the contracts were moving suspiciously when I saw that. All right, well, I really don't want to chase it here. I really don't. I might get the 50s and just set up a starter, like 2 of these. And just see what happens. Oh no, it's gonna go without us. Okay, well, that is what it is. Fuck!
Market manipulation detected.
Jesus, what news hit? Come on. I don't want to chase. I really don't. There's got to be some news. I don't know what hit. Something hit. All right, it's a bit of a chase, but fuck it. We ride. I got to see what news hit. Give me a second. Something just happened. No, I don't see anything. What? What was that then? Oh, Starmer resigned. Yeah, that's good, actually. Something happened. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Oh yeah, BE looks good. Penguin, yeah, I told you short that shit. Intel, let's see what that's doing. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to SPY and get my 740 put weeklies. What's that, the 26th? Yeah, okay, they're so cheap now. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get some puts on SPY. As you can tell, I don't like buying puts, but it is what it is. I'm going to watch the puts right now as well. Just see what the in the money strikes are. 7500s are doing. Hold on. Let me just see if they start buying these. These are still kind of green. Yeah, okay. Core weave nuke. Not really. Yeah, let it come back down. That's what I was saying. Like, this is the 120 rate that's got to get defended. If it does, then great. We're good. George is freaking out. He's like, what the fuck's going on? I like it. I like it, George. Good job, dude. Oh, they're selling it. Okay, well, I don't know why I got these in the first place. I'm going to keep it. Did my orders not fill? What's the ask on these? I might just do like 2 or 3 or something. See if that fills. $26. 740s. Oh, they're up like 20%. Crazy. Well, I really want to get them. Do I want to pay this much for it? That's the question. If I can get a 218, I'm happy. All right, done. And now I can do some nice plays on SPX. Okay, hopefully the calls are cheaper now. 7530s. That's the one I really want, but I'm not paying $100 for that. No way. Hopefully we get like a nice trade now. Set and forget. Also just watch Intel. If it fills this gap, I'm going to take some calls. I'm going to watch the previous close. Like around there. Q still look pretty bullish to me. Let's go see what IWM's doing. Yeah, you're going to go get that pump on IWM. It's going to carry over here in like the next couple of minutes. It's a good time to sell calls, I agree. I'm on the 5-minute here, not 15. Oops. 75. All right, it's go time. I'm going to wait a little bit though.
Watching position.
There's got to be some news coming out. Why are they buying the 75/75s? Makes no sense to me. $75/75 or $1.50. They're hella cheap. You can get like 20 of these at like $1.50, call it a day.
Watching position.
Ah, there's your Intel calls, easy. All right, calls are back to green. Nice. Solid. This has been the most volatile morning we've had for a long time now. Probably 3-4 weeks. All right, calm yourself, easy. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Oh, geez. That is actually a pretty good candle on B. You can still get the 75/75s. They're hella cheap. Or even the 75/70s at $2. Just get like 4 of these, 3 of these at $2. See what happens. Can't go wrong, right? There's gotta be some news coming out, or something must have hit. I just don't know
Watching
what.
position.
I can't see anything. Market's only been on for 7 minutes. You're already up 20% on these calls. It's a good day to be patient, though. What I definitely don't like is these puts that they're loading in. Just no volume today. Damn. Yeah, it's a good futures day. I agree. If these get to 20, I'm just going to sell them and keep the 75/50s instead. Tesla should be nuking. Oh no, it's pumping. All right, bet. Inverse head and shoulder thesis played out. The 550s probably do get in the money. I just want to be cautious right now. Because I don't like it when it pumps right off. I really don't. I'm going to watch this 945 and decide what to do. I don't like it when it pumps like this. I just see no reason for it. Weirdly, I like puts here. Why is that? Why do I like puts here?
Watching position.
Weirdly, kind of like SpaceX calls right here. All right, the shaking at retail because you can see the order book. Everyone's selling their calls. Yeah, I'm watching for the 15-minute orb. Market's only been open for 12 minutes, guys. Like, chill. Why are they buying these calls? Oh, 14 bill on 7600, 550s, 25s. All right, there's got to be news coming out today. That's all I can think about. Yeah, Friday puts are going well. These are hedges for me, so if they go to zero, they go to zero. Can't do much there. And here we go. Put premium starting to drop. Okay, there's got to be some news coming out in like a minute. I really don't make any money on puts ever. It's very rare that I make any money on puts.
Watching position.
Yeah. Sandus calls, whatever. You know what? I like calls here. Wait, what? Yeah, US was bearish. We know. Okay, it's almost all calls. I like that. Another day of no volume.
Watching position.
Okay, I want to post what I did. View SPY 750Cs, 0 to D at 87 per con. Sorry, 85 per con. SPX 7550C at 340 per con at here. Small size. See, by the time I write the message out, it's already moved. Oh, SPY calls are green. They're at 95 already. Crazy. I was not expecting that. It should flip. My put thesis is invalid now. And the reason I say that is like this area got defended. IWM's going until it bottomed out there. SpaceX, I kind of like calls there as well, but nothing crazy. I will not be able to talk today, y'all, unfortunately. There's not a lot of volume, though. Nice. Nice, Princess. Good job.
Watching position.
I don't know why they're buying Microsoft calls. I really don't. There's your pop. See? It's going to flip. SPY calls up to 106. SPX 400. You're not missing anything, Sean. I like calls here on SpaceX. I really do. This here is going to be a double bottom. There's a bottom in Intel. Tesla should start recovering. I think I've read it right. Oh yeah, it's going to come back down before going back up. This buy volume is insane. This is like the highest volume I've seen on SPY in like a long time now. Why are they buying the 7600s? It makes no sense to me. Why? SPY calls 85 to 130. Trend. It's moving faster. I like it. If I can be done by 10, I'm happy. I can just move on with my life. Yeah, exactly. Trade the first 30 and move on. Yo, there's something. I just can't tell what's happening. This is a setup for news for sure. When it gets wiki like this, something's gonna happen. It should be fun though. Either way. Oh, nice. Good job doing off call. I was saying this looks pumpy as hell to me. It does. Okay, we should get a move on Intel soon. And then just keep this one other thing on your radar. Wi-Fi, weirdly enough. I saw a lot of flow for this. I'm just watching it, see if it comes back down before I get some calls. But like the July 17th calls for this. If it dumps end of day, great. Because I have puts that I have hedges on. But we'll see where this goes. Here, keep an eye on all these stickers. They're buying the hell out of Micron, WDC, AVGO, weirdly enough. Apple puts. Why are they buying Apple puts? Makes no sense to me. Microsoft calls, never trade that stock again. AMD calls, okay. That's cool. It's about to go. Come on, give us that scam pump towards 75.50. Oh, QCOM, that's a good one to look at. I would not want to touch QCOM here. You're a prime rejection spot. NVIDIA, yeah, I can see this just flying. Nice cup and handle. I was going to say cup and hammer. A nice cup and handle. And you have multiple cups and handles. On the 4 hour looks pretty good too. Cup, handle, fly. I like NVIDIA weeklies. There's your move on Tesla. And Intel should start flying already if it hasn't. I hope it comes back down so I can get some calls. I don't want to buy it here. Yeah, NVIDIA Friday 215 sees probably do print. Oh, this is an amazing chart. I just want to see it get above 7 or 212, which is where we're rejecting from right now. Okay. Well, if you get no movement here in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to call it a stream. And then as soon as I leave, it's going to move. Tesla. Okay, who's saying Tesla? Who is that? Hey, if you want to buy puts on Tesla, today's a good spot to do it here. I don't think it's going to work though, but it is there. Okay, well. What are you complaining about now, George? What happened? Oh, close calls. Okay, well, we have hedges already, so I'm happy. Puts imminent. Yeah, they might defend the call wall. I do think it's going to flip. I don't know why. The chart's reading like it's going to flip 750. I just think it is. And same thing on SPX. 7540 is going to flip like pretty soon. Nothing on this chart looks bearish to me, but I have hedges for a reason. Yeah, hood's gone. Okay. Oracle, let's see what that's doing. Should move up. Microsoft defended that, yeah, that 375 area. That's what I thought. And Intel, what are you doing, Intel? Come back down. Okay, no, nothing's happening. The 1050 calls are still green if you want to take the win. Same with the 7540s or whatever they were. There's no volume again. Yeah, see, it's gonna go. That's what I thought. I just want to see us get to 7540 in the next like 3 minutes, and I'm happy. Oh, by the way, if anyone took I don't think anyone did. Oh man, these AMAT calls, we got them. I got them like a month ago, almost a month ago. They were $2,100. They expired in the money at like 11 grand. And so now I own a couple hundred AMAT shares. But they went from 21 to 10 when I sold. And I think AMAT is doing really well. It's going to break out more, to be honest. Oops. If I look at this on a daily, you're at 629 already, 630. So even if you bought comments on June 3rd, when I said I'm going to get some comments, which is right here. Let's see, the bottom of this candle. June 3rd to the top of this one. You're still up 30% on these comments. So hope someone took that because it was gone. It did really well. Even I'm surprised by it. Yeah, there's the move on Tesla. Intel, what are you doing, Intel? I know you want to go up. Why aren't you going up? It's going to break orb. It's going to happen right here. I already see it. I already see it happening. Technically it's above orb if you ignore the wick. This is your orb. On SPY, this is your orb. We double tapped the right in the middle and went up. 32% on SPY calls, take the win. 30%ish on SPX calls, take the win. I'm gonna go make a coffee so the market will move whenever I leave. See you all in a bit.